Our mission at Felt is to design, develop, and deliver the best bicycles in the world. I started Felt basically because I saw a need to build a better bicycle. I wasn't happy with what was out there, so it kind of inspired me to push the envelope on materials and design. I was an engineer for Easton Aluminum, and I had an opportunity. They had sponsored an athlete called Paula Newby-Fraser, and they did the sponsorship deal but didn't have anyone in the company that knew how to build a bike, and that was me. So at the time they asked me if I would build that bike on my own time, and so at night I went home and built her bike, and surprisingly enough she went out and won the Hawaii Ironman first time and won the world championship first time she rode it. So that kind of went from 0 to 100 overnight. We're a lot different than most other manufacturers of bicycles. We start with a clean canvas, start from scratch, and design every single part and component that goes into that project. I think that sets us apart. Of course, it's a longer process, but I think at the end of the day, you get a better bicycle by doing that. I feel like I'm the lucky one because I have such a talented group of engineers working with me to develop our bicycles, and from the initial concept all the way through the finished product, I've got such support. And from doing it originally by myself till today, having the team that I have working with us at Felt is a huge home run for us. My philosophy is to deliver the right tool for the right job, and no matter what segment of cycling we contribute to, we're going to build the best bikes in the world.
When we start the design process at Felt Bicycles, it really depends on what type of product we're working on. It might go from simple things like stems and components where we're using sketching, and then from there we go into solid modeling software. Different composite projects use different testing techniques. We might make prototypes out of aluminum for geometry before we go ahead and actually start the final composite design so that we know how the bike's going to ride. At Felt, we actually have a really wide range of tools that we use in the development process. In Pro Engineer, we can actually take and model this, either a stem, a component, or a frame, three-dimensionally, so that we can actually see how it's going to look, how it's going to fit, and how it's going to function with the different parts of the bicycle. If it's an aerodynamic type product, we'll go ahead and take that 3D model from Pro Engineer and bring it into software called Star CCM Plus, which is a CFD software that allows us to look at the airflow of the bike and measure drag virtually in the computer before we actually even go ahead and make a sample. We will take models, prototypes, frames made out of clay or modeling board, and bring those to the wind tunnel and actually test them first, make tweaks to them with clay, different ideas, and really work and use the wind tunnel as a development tool. From there, we'll then take and finalize the design, finish it in the computer before we even cut a tool or make a single part. Working with the riders, we just don't give them product for them to test. We actually listen to them. We take their feedback and actually use that feedback to come up with new ideas for product. So really, the team and Felt is a really big part of making product come together, from a concept through development to the final product to get it exactly what we're trying to achieve.
Our teams and athletes influence our design in everything we do at Felt. On the road side, we have the Garmin Chipotle H3O professional road team, who had a fantastic showing at the Tour de France this year. As far as our track and velodrome racers, probably our two biggest stars would be Sarah Hammer and, of course, the young up-and-coming Taylor Phinney, who's just a phenomenon in himself, as well as our stable of triathletes. We've got probably the best triathletes in the world representing Felt, including Olympic gold medalists Emma Snowsill, Jan Frodeno, Tim DeBoom, McKeely Jones, both Ironman world champions, Andy Potts and Becky Gibbs-Lavelle, 70.3 world champions. I was a frame builder doing it all on my own, and then I had met a couple of guys, Bill During and Michael Muehlman, who basically helped bring this brand to the level that it is today.
I believe that companies are built with people, not marketing hype or slogans. I believe that when you have a group of people that live and breathe bicycles, that love what they're doing, that's the base to build a great bicycle company from. Every bicycle that we bring out is 100% designed by Felt in California. We design every tube. We never use off-the-shelf tubing. Our carbon frames are completely designed in-house by this company. You know, at Felt, our base is engineering and product development. The fact that both Jim Felt and I have come from a technical background, I do think it helps the overall emphasis in our company for frame designs. Our engineers understand that we give them a lot of rope. We're not afraid to go after new designs. We're not afraid to stretch the limits. And it's because we've seen over the years what great designs can do. To see Felt in the Tour de France this year was a lifelong dream of mine. I've been in the bike business since I was 12 years old. I've worked for dealers, I've managed shops, but to see your bikes being raced in the Tour de France and what Christian Vande Velde did on this last tour was just fantastic. Felt's mission is to design, develop, and deliver the best bikes in the world.